long time no see. Uh, when last we left off, I believe I was doing the Duelist Cup or whatever it's called. That has since ended. I think I should still. Nope, it's gone finally. But this is essentially the list I was playing. I did get some new cards that I added that I will specify. But this was pretty much the main core. Uh, and yeah, it was honestly one of the more consistent-ish strategies that I've made in my Masochist runs. It's definitely not like a SEMO level consistent strategy where I have like a game plan that like turn one I can end on a form of some interrupt. It's just like a hey, this can do something sometimes. Notable cards that I've added to this are I pulled a copy of Void Trap Hole, which I like it just as a trap hole in general, but it's also a target for Rafflesia. I pulled my third copy of Tie Strike, so that's funny. And where's the other card? Should be around here. There it is. I had just pulled Link Slayer Adignister. Sadly, I don't have any Adignisters I can make in the extra deck that is a Link monster. But whenever I do, he will be able to be used as hand like a Code Talker, which is good. And then if he's used, I get to destroy spell traps, which is nice. Some other notable things I've got recently. I pulled an Underclock Taker, so that's just a generic Link that is pretty okay. I pulled a Cyber's Wicked, which is now the card I aim to end on turn 1 in this deck, just because it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. And honestly, that's enough to get me to a next turn sometimes. I also pulled Thunder King Raiho. I'm gonna favor him real quick. Just a mistake on a 1900 body that is also a special summon negate, if it's an inherent summon specifically, so that's pretty cool. I got On Your Mark Get Set Duel, but I don't really have any good targets for it. This is the one that the game gives you, I believe. So like I have Perform Pal Odd Eyes, I've got Hyper, but Hyper's not good at all. I got Road, but he's not good. I've got Necrosynchron, which could be used for something, but because I do have Chevalier de Fleur. So since I have Necrosynchron, technically it plus a 4 gets me to Chevalier de Fleur. But I don't think I really have that right now, which is really good. Also, it's not like Chevalier de Fleur is good anyways. I'm pretty sure it's a trap negate, or it's a spell trap negate, but only during my turn. Which is like, okay, but definitely not good enough for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Some other insane cards I've gotten. I pulled a copy of Surfacing Big Jaws. This turns the water deck so much better now. Just because, like, wow, I can use this, and then I have a few fish shark monsters. I have left-hand shark, but that doesn't really matter. I have my double fin shark, I have my buzzsaw shark, and then if I scroll down, I also have crystal shark. Oh my goodness, my computer is burning up like crazy. I hope it's going to be okay. So, things are going pretty good right now, I'd say. Definitely running into a lot of matches where I'm just losing instantly. That's just kind of the Masochist experience, honestly. Just a lot of Malice and Ryzeal, man. Oh, that's right. I pulled Nightmare Goblin. I am so close to having almost every Nightmare monster, it's insane. Just trying to make... Oh, I got a Mufui for the Madolche list, which is going to be great. Like, I was so happy when I saw this card. Like, yes, let's go. So, because of the Surfacing Big Jaws, and because of the fact that I have Boojins, and I've been watching a lot of the old, like, MBT videos where they're doing, like, their own progression thing, and I was loving Danny's Boojin deck, I do own some Boojin monsters. Oh, that's You. Yep. So I own Susanoo. Like, just yeah. And I have Carnation too, but I can't really use it. But I have Boar, which is a generic one. This Ibis is generic too, although it doesn't really come up. And then the rest of these just names, like this is a sort of honest. This is negate attack. This destroys something that destroyed a Bujin. Like, it's pretty nice. So I was like, what if I just take my rank 4 engines and just put them into one deck? So now we've got the waters in here, all in surface of Crystal Shark to start making rank 4s. However, Crystal Shark can only be used for number rank 4s. So, because of that, I'm playing Masquerade, I'm playing Ragna Zero, I'm playing Go Goliath, and Diamond Crab King. I have the Raid Raptor package back in, although I did trim it down a card, I think. Still got the Time Thieves. I put in this Ancient Warriors card because he's a water, and I can send a card from my hand or field to add this guy, which if my opponent's card is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can send a card I control or in my hand to the grave to summon him, and then he is what's it called? Goyo Guardian, which is pretty nice. And if I have both of them on the field, then he can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and then the small one can't be targeted for attacks. There's also a lot of pendulum monsters in here. This one's in here because it's a water that I can special summon, and it's a 4 that I can special summon. And then the rest of them are in here, including 3 Curtain Raiser, because they are dark level 4 pendulum monsters, which turns on one of my favorite of the Supreme King cards, Dark Rebellion, which requires 2 level 4 dark pendulums, and then during battle, like if it battles, you change your opponent's monster to 0, and then this card gains the attack it lost. So you get to win 2 battles, which honestly could be enough. It's very nice, and it's better than the regular Rebellion in the sense that, like, with regular Rebellion, you're always doing 25. With this, you're doing 25 plus. So if they have like 3k, like it's a Blue Eyes, you're doing 5,500 to them. Pretty nice. Sassy Rookie's in here mainly as the dark one because he can't be destroyed by a battle or card effect once. And then if he is destroyed, then he floats into my other Abyss Actor. I have Gentrude because if Gentrude dies, it floats into Celestial Magician, and then I can discard a card to add Gentrude back, so I can get back a level 4 Dark Pendulum, and I can return the Celestial Magician that I put into my pen scale, which is kind of nice. And he's not so bad, because if a extra deck monster leaves, I get to summon it back. So, nichely useful. Now, here is the very strange include you might have seen. Rank Up Magic Revolution Force. On your opponent's turn, you have to target an Xyz monster with no materials to take it, and then summon a Raid Raptor that's a rank higher. On your turn, you target a Raid Raptor that you control. You just summon one that's 1 level higher. I am playing this card because if I get... I can search it off of Mimicry Lanius, which is the first thing. Or wait, can I? Oh, I don't even think I can! Oh my gosh, I was putting this in here. Yeah, I was putting this in here because I thought, oh yeah, I could search it. I can't even! That's so funny. Well, I was playing it because I thought I could search it. But even if I can't, it's fine. Because the idea with it is, if I ever make... Where is it? Raiders Night. I go Raiders Night into Blaze Falcon. Blaze Falcon will die during the end phase of the next turn. But with this, I can upgrade the Blaze Falcon into Revolution Falcon, And Revolution Falcon, whereas Blaze Falcon destroys all the special summoned monsters and then can attack directly, Revolution Falcon gets to attack every monster once, and then at the start of the damage step makes it 0. And I can just outright target a monster my opponent controls and destroy it and deal damage to them. So he can beat everything in battle, which is amazing. And it also doesn't even have to be attacking. It can be getting attacked and it will become 0, which is great. So honestly, I was like, I think this is worth it. Just like if I can make it, it seems good enough. Really sucks that I don't have a Raid Raptor rank up. Although, is there even a Raid Raptor rank up, like, by name? There's a Phantom Knights. That one... No, it doesn't look like there is a just straight-up Raid Raptor rank up spell. But that's whatever. Regardless, I also put in my copy of Rising Rebellion solely for the fact that if hypothetically my opponent makes Zeus or Typhon, I can take them during their turn if they have no materials and turn it into a Rising Rebellion Falcon, which would be funny. It wouldn't do anything. It would it would blow up their board and it's unaffected, but that's it. A lot of decks could be like, cool, I don't care anyways. But I just thought, screw it, we'll throw it in. If it happens, it happens. And spoiler, it freaking happened, and it was beautiful. So let's actually get to some of those games real quick. I think the first one is going to be against a fellow Masochist player. Yep. Let's see theirs. So this is my Madolche list. So their Masochist list already looks pretty good. They've got freaking 2 Wall Disruption, they got Lost Wind, they got Blast Held by Destiny, they've got Void Trap Hole too. Lightning Vortex is quite good. I have Moon Mirror too, I just don't like playing it, but this one's good. Got Algul Mazera, and like it looks like they're building a zombie package. And like Algul Mazera with a zombie package is great. Getting to distribute like back or face up back row for this thing to make Heavy Storm is quite nice. This is also just Heavy Storm. Kashira Ogre is pretty much always amazing. She's a monster negate, can't push from a battle and destroys something. Like, happens to have Perulia Veiler, just very funny. And like their extra deck isn't too bad too. They have the Transverser. They pulled a royal copy of Stealth Dragon. I don't think they can make, but that's funny. But they got Malevolent Sin and they got Armor Fortress, which is just a 25 they can slap on top of. They got Heraldry Patriarch, got Star Seraph. Like, the stuff that they can make is pretty good. So, let's see how the game went. Even I don't remember, it's been a bit. I only remember the 2 most recent replays because I think one was from yesterday and one was from today, as of recording. So, they won the coin toss, and they selected to go first. My hand is not really good. I knew they were a Masochist player just because I'm assuming MDM was for Dual Masochist, because it just makes sense. So I decide, let's just get my Madolche Promenade set up. I was thinking like, oh yeah, and if this thing dies by battle, it'll go engraved and I can use it. And then I remembered, like, wait, no, I'm an idiot. It can't. Because it'll get shuffled back. But it's all good. So they normal summon on Meraki, which if it's destroyed by a card effect that I had, or was sent to the grave, or summoned from the grave, he gets to draw a card. So I decide to wind up Kitten, return is unknown, link these 2 off for the Sprite Elf, then bring back the Kitten, and do it again. Then I go battle, just bonk, bonk, and pass the turn here. I wish Kuwait could summon from the deck, man. So they set a card, and then went Burning Dragon, and I was so confused, like, why the heck would you set a card when you're gonna Burning Dragon? Like, what? So they like discard Dragon Nails. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I'll just negate because maybe they want their thing destroyed. So I get back my Dolce card. It gets negated. They go battle phase, and I get to destroy it with the blast. Now they're down to 25. They still haven't summoned yet, so they just set. I've got a Feather Duster for whatever that back row is in case it's something scary. But first off, I decide to link into my second Sprite Elf. Then I get back the Kitten. Return their card to the hand. I wanted to make my Link 2, or my Link 3 Madolche, but I forgot that this can't be used as Link material to turn Link summoned. And because I didn't Harpy's Feather Duster, I got hit by a wall of disruption. So I'm like, oh, whoops. So I think I had some cards I can make, but I chose not to. And then my whole board is gone. So my Dolce goes back. If you look, they discarded a Curse or Judgment of Anubis. And then they normal summon on Meraki Pass. I draw myself a nice Canadia. I decide I'll normal summon the Butler Rust, go battle. They reveal all Ghoul Mazera to protect the On Meraki. It banishes itself, and then because it got banished, it summons itself in defense. And I'm like, uh-oh, I can't beat that card. So I went from winning this game to horribly losing. They go battle phase, I just Canadia that. So I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of that thing today. I draw into my Dolce ticket, which I'm like, would have been nice earlier. Go Adjuster, get rid of the Regulator. Then get Giga Cannon. Go Giga Cannon into the Onmuraki. Burn them for another 1,000, and now he's bigger than the other card, and I'll just set my Dolce card as a bluff. And they concede. It would be very hard for them to win because they're never allowed to have another monster get destroyed by battle, because if they are, then they can never destroy my Dino without dying. Now, this game, just look at this deck. It looks so, it's Tenpai, but with no Chandra. And it's also Synchro. And it's also level 8 Dragon. Like, this is the most confused deck I've seen in my life. And it's so bad. And I was thinking to myself this whole game, I swear if I lose this, I'll be pissed at myself. Because it's just so bad. Like, it's full of a bunch of cards that make, like, a limited deck suck against it. But, man. So I go Bakari, and they go Fua, which is like, yeah, cool. I'm not really doing much else right now. I don't have anything else I can do. So I get the Eye Fighting Spirit. And luckily I have the nice combo of Dinomischus and Basilalima. They go freaking normal Pydra, set field spell. I was thinking, like, do I just banish this? I'm like, no, I gotta wait for the field spell. And then I thought about waiting until they activate it and discard, but I will wait till they activate it, but it adds and then discards for effect. It doesn't discard for cost, which would have made me so much more happier. So I banish the stupid field spell and pitch the Basilalima. They go battle. and they kill my Pakari. Then main 2, they Bestial it. Which is just like, I mean, yeah, now I can't Fighting Spirit it, but that sucks for me so badly. I draw, I get Client. I'm like, okay, well he's 2k. So I kill the Pydra, and at least now I can use the Client effect to protect itself twice so far. Plus I have card effect protection from Basila Lima. They go freaking Galaxy Soldier, pitch Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand, search another Galaxy Soldier. Then normal summon the freaking like Satellite Synchron to make Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. They go Battle Phase, and I use my effect to save myself, pop into Gusari. They attack again, I pop the Wolvie. My turn. I draw Imperm, and I decide to summon the Gusari. I use Gusari to get rid of the Clearwing, just because it's a negate of some sort, and set the Imperm and bring this Client to the side so I don't take 1,000 damage for no reason. They normal summon Ringo Worm. They also sat on it for like an eternity, like when they summoned this, and I was worried they were going to make Excel and I was lose immediately. And you'll notice I put this to the side. I forgot I need to always put this in the middle in case people just play it in the middle. Because had I done so, I could negate either of these and negate this. But because I didn't, this happens. It goes to 5k and beats my Gusari. And it's just like, you've got to be kidding me. So I draw, I get World Legacy Succession, which I can't even use. So I just go Battle Phase and put Client into the Ringo Worm to deal some damage. They draw, do nothing, just go Battle Phase, I take a K. I'm like, there is not, I don't even think there's a card I can draw right now that saves me. And then I checked, I'm like, okay, what card could I draw in my deck that saves me right now? Oh, I can't see it, sadly. And the one card I could think of that would save me was like Dandy White Lion exactly. I'm like, if I have Dandy White Lion and they don't have mass board removal, I think I can come back from this. God gifted me this win just by hand, and I was not going to show him that he was wrong to do so. This is why I play it. Set the Dandy White Lion. They draw, doesn't matter. They normal summon Synchron Carrier. I'm like, why? And now I get my 3 white fluff tokens. And I had to think very hard on where to put them, because I was like, what do I need to be making? And what I decided on was just going for game. So I draw Clock Wyvern, makes this infinitely easier. Link 3, Power Code Talker. Activate the Succession. Gusari. Effect Power Code, just negate that. Normal summon this Clock Wyvern. Go swing for 3k, then swing exact lethal 46. Good night. Now I was worried they had Nibiru because the line I wanted to do was normal summon the Clock Wyvern before activating the World Legacy to get Cyberse Administrator, I believe it is, if I check my own deck. No, it's Flame Administrator. I wanted to make Flame Administrator because then it would turn himself into a 2k and the power code into a 31. And then because it points left, I could then do Succession to then Succession bring back Gusari. And then Gusari has an effect where if a Link monster kills something in battle, it deals damage to the opponent equal to that monster's attack. So I could have gone power code into the Bestial. It does 600, then it burns for 25, and then I could go Gusari into the 0. But that doesn't play around Nib, and I didn't know if they were playing it or not, and as I can see right here, they're very clearly playing it, so they might have had it in their hand that turn. On to the next one. This was using the new rank 4 spam deck. My opponent was playing A monstrosity. I would just like to mention, in the last 30 duels I've gone in, I would say over 70% of them have been 50 cards or greater. And I don't know why. And it hurts me because every time I see one of these 60 card Mongoloid decks, I want to scream when I lose to them because they always open insane. They never open bad, and it pisses me off. So this duel was practically just given to me by the grace of God because there was like no way I should have won this. I won this because of my opponent being an idiot. So I got to win the coin toss and go first. So I go regulator, and it doesn't get negated, so I get winder and adjuster. Winder 1, adjuster 2. Send the chrono quarter, search the trap. Xyz, and I decided to go for Evil Swarm Nightmare instead of Rafflesia here. So now I got Power Reserve and Nightmare. Of course, in 58 cards, they open their one of Lightning Storm, so that chases out the Power Reserve immediately, so that sucks for me. One less body. Then they go Blackwing Shura the Blue Flame, kill my Regulator, and summon Sharnga. They then make No Thung. His effect activates. I chain mine and just book him so he doesn't get an extra normal. And then he uses the Sharnga because he's got a Blackwing Synchro to immediately destroy my Xyz monster, which is just great. Then because an Xyz monster is destroyed by card effect, I get Chrono Quarter back. Draw, I get a Bujin card. I decide to normal the Mimicry Lanius and make Giga Cannon. Go battle phase. They go freaking Twin Shadow. Like, okay. And they make Berea Storm. I'm like, oh, are they going to shuffle back the Sharnga and do it again? No, they sent Vayu. Which I'm like, oh, well, that also sucks for me too, but I can't deal with that. So I destroy the No Thung because I still don't want them to have two normals. I banish the card and I search a Vanishing Lanius for my next turn. They draw. First action, Vayu. And they make an Armor Master. Then they normal summon Pinaki. I was like, why the heck did they crash this Armor Master? It's because it'll be in the grave and it places a wedge counter on it. Which is like, dang, okay. So I figured they had some plan they were doing. So then now they use Gale. I don't know why they didn't just Gale first. Like, they could have summoned... What they could have done is, like, summon Gale, and then bring me down to... What is it? 16? Then synchro with the Armor Master in this to make the unaffected 10. And then they just use, like, Berea Storm to destroy the Giga Cannon. And then I can banish... and then they can banish a Blackwing using Berea Storm's effect from their graveyard, like case in point Armor Master, to take my Giga Cannon. Like, sure, Giga Cannon will destroy that card, like this card, but then they get a Giga Cannon for themselves, which, I mean, it would be a 2,000 defender for them, and it keeps a resource out of my graveyard, kinda. And then they get to swing direct for 13 and 3k. Like, I feel like that was just the way better choice, but whatever. So it's my turn. I draw the trap, go normal summon the Vanishing, special summon the just crappy card that I took out, make Raiders Knight, Exceeds into Blaze Falcon. Go Blaze Falcon, blow up special summon guys. Go direct. Destroy the Panaki. And then go direct for 21. And set my Phantom Knight Sword. They go Panaki, search Simoon. Now, I remember from Simoon that at the end of the turn you take 1,000. So I'm like, if I can get them to take 200 damage, I think I can win. So they go Simoon, banish the Orochi, normal summon it, go Whirlwind for the Ouster, then Ouster, get back the Orochi, and Black Whirlwind to search. They search the Vatu, I believe. Special summon the Orochi, Synchro 10 into Full Armor Master. So they were in fact playing it, like I thought. Summon the Vata. Then they send Zonda. When they sent Zonda, I'm like, oh crap. Because they make the Blackwing Dragon, and then they can immediately use Zonda, and then Blackwing Dragon negates effect damage. So, like, they could have done that, and then this card would get a token, and then they would take the token off to make one of my guys a bit smaller, and burn me for 700. And then that gives them another body, but they didn't for some reason. So they synchro immediately into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Then banish these for Black Winged Assault Dragon. Then they Ouster effect to place a wedge counter on both my guys. They use Full Armor Master to steal one that has one. They go Battle Phase and kill my Blaze Falcon, which means I get to summon Regulator. I take 700. In damage step, I use my sword to protect Regulator once. They go with Full Armor Master. And then because I don't want them to get a free tuner back, I use the Phantom Knight Sword to get Raider's Knight to chump block. Main phase 2, they Zonda, and I'm like, what? And they kill themselves. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, that play doesn't make sense. So I was like, I will just take a win where I can get it. Now here is the win from today. I had just finished doing schoolwork, and I loaded up MD to play some Masochist. This is the deck I was going up against. I'm in gold, triple Droll, double Maxi, triple Ash, triple Fua, and then we got the call buys, the cross out, the impulses, the droplets. Like, oh my goodness. I love this deck a lot in terms of, like, Orcust. I think Orcust is very cool, and I'm glad I got new support. Sucks you can't play it in Genesis, because Genesis got rid of all the links, but oh well. So, this duel actually saw me playing the new... You'll notice Bujinte's here, not there. That's because in this duel, I took out the Bujins, I put in the rank 4 suite of Waters, and I put in the rank up Magic Revolution Force. So let's see how this one went down. This is also one of the shortest duels I've had that's been like an actual like duel in my Masochist series. Like pretty much all my other Masochist wins are either like my opponent screws up and then just gives up. They either like screw up or my interaction stops them at a pivotal moment and they give up and it's like turn 2 or 3. But any match is like an actual match that plays out. It's always like 11 games or more. So I go put Curtain Raiser in Scale, and fun fact, putting a Pendulum monster in the Scale counts as activating a spell for Big Jaws. So I special summon Curtain Raiser, then activate Big Jaws to summon itself, grab the Buzzsaw Shark. Now I can normal summon the Buzzsaw Shark, target itself, just get the Minairuka out of deck. Go make Rafflesia with these two. And Gagaga Samurai with this one. Now, I had thought about making Go 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 Goliath, because it would give Rafflesia 800 extra defense. But I decided I would rather have Samurai because he can just redirect an attack to himself. And also I could use him offensively. So then I set the Void Trap hole. They go normal Girsu, send Crescendo. Because they have no other monsters, they summon a token to both our fields. Really sucks for me because this only has Exceeses. They go Galatea, the new one, so I'm like, okay, this isn't a quick, we're going to shuffle it back. You can only link summon it once. They go Crescendo to get Harp Horror. I'm like, oh crap, can they keep extending? The answer is no. Turn goes back to me. I draw Power Reserve. So I go Samurai. See, this is why I made him. I go Samurai, he's going to have 2 attacks. Normal summon this Abyss Soldier. I thought maybe it was a droplet, and I'm like, oh, they might droplet to negate something, but I realized, like, wait, no, if it was droplet, they would have done that anyway. Like, they would have obviously done that to negate my Rafflesia. So then they drew a Foolish Barrier full turn, send a Symbol Skeleton, then go Symbol Skeleton, revive the Girsu, and I decide, okay, I need to negate this too. So, negate the effect because it's got special summon this time. So they still have a normal summon and they can make the new guy again. So I'm like, that sucks for me, but oh well. They go normal Harp Horror, link 1 into new Galatea. Harp Horror effect. They get Nightmare, or actually no, they get Girsu again. They get new Galatea, pitch the Nightmare to grab Babel. Then go Babel. Then Nightmare. Just make her a little bigger by sending the World Wand. Then World Wand banish to get back the Orcus Nightmare. Link 2 into Galatea. Then Galatea to set a copy of the Draw 2. I'm assuming they would otherwise send Crescendo if they didn't have to send it. Then turn her into Dingirsu. Dingirsu attached here, I'm like, I could have negated, but I decided to wait for it to be on my turn. They send a Symbol Skeleton in hand to draw 2, probably just drew more hand traps to do nothing against me. They banish the Girsu to summon back the new Galatea, and they link 3 into Longirsu. Now, because they put Longirsu here, I don't know why they did. They could have put it here and it would have been much more threatening, because this thing is dead now, but oh well. I could have negated it, but I decided, no, I have to wait for the frickin' Dingirsu on my turn. So they shuffle, and then they send it. They went battle phase, but it can't attack the turn you do this. And thankfully, because they did that, I have space for Power Reserve to summon a monster. So I was very worried they were going to, like, just shotgun all their effects, because if you didn't know, this makes all the Orcus quick plays if they're a Link, or if they're in the grave. So, this is a quick revive during my turn. This thing, I think, also quick revives. And then this thing quick buffs, and then could send them Harp Horror, which would also give them another body. So they essentially have... And they revive this, which sends a card. So, they've got an Interruption that's also a body, and then another body by proxy with this. So I draw, they don't do anything, I'm like, okay. Immediately Xyz into Raider's Knight. They let it go, so I Raider's Knight, and I get Blaze Falcon. Now they were probably feeling fine, because this can't be destroyed by card effects because it points to something. I normal summon Silverclaw, Xyz these two into Giga Cannon. This was the most genius play that I have done in a long time. I go Battle Phase, attack directly for 1,000. I crash the Giga Cannon, and they didn't do anything. This was their last chance to do something. Because Giga Cannon died, it died just in battle. I'm still in damage step as it's in the grave, hence this 0-5. So it activates, and they don't have a card they can activate. They would need something that stops activations. So I get to pop the Babel, which doesn't let them use their quick effects anymore. But he's like, okay, this is fine. The 19's not big enough. Rank up magic, baby. He concedes. I don't even think he knew what I was going into. But the card I was going into was going to turn his card to a 0, like during battles. So it would go down to 0, and he'd take 2k, and then I have 19 direct from this, and then another 19 direct from it. It kept asking him if he wanted to activate cards, so I think that his back row there was cross out Designator, but I don't have meta cards, so it's useless. Anyways, if you sat here for the whole time, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Remember to drink your water. Yeah.